Welcome to my podcast. My name is Daniel and I help you understand nutrition and how to easily apply it in your life, make better eating choices and how to stick with them so you can improve your performance, change your body composition and become your fittest. I have been working with people who are just starting out on their healthy lifestyle journey, but also with fitness coaches to help them apply the nutrition science into practice.
Hello friends, in this live I just want to share with you what's been going through my head recently, and that is how the fitness industry is keeping you stuck in place so you don't achieve the results that you are after. And even if you achieve them, for example lose weight, gain muscle, you are still feeling unhappy, unsatisfied, unfulfilled. So, realizing this will give you certain amount of freedom, and it will allow you to move forward, to get unstuck, and be happier overall. So what is that one thing? So the way how fitness industry is keeping you stuck is by diet and supplements. Diet, that is information, book, and so on. And the way they do this, or in order for them to do this, they need to keep inventing some new things. Or that's one of the ways how they do it. So then what you have is like, we have ketogenic diet, then we have high carb diet, banana diet, cucumber diet, Daniel Weiss's diet. That sounds actually good, Weiss diet, because that is smart, that is Weiss. TM. Anyway, so they take the diet, they package it, they put, or the narrative is that there is some enemy. It can be fat. For low carb diet, it is insulin. Insulin is the bad guy. For high carb diets, low fat, it's like the fat is the bad guy. So, we need to defeat that enemy. If you keep avoiding it, if you remove it, you stop giving it power, because companies want you to eat more. And that is why these companies are creating these high carbohydrate products that will keep you unhealthy, keep you more sugar, and eat more. And while part of that is true, actually, the companies simply adjust. So if you remove all sugar, all carbohydrates, now they are selling you all the high-fat products. We have ketogenic cookies that are sweet and so on, to replace that sugar in your diet that you would have otherwise. And maybe it would be from carrot, maybe it would be from rice or bread. But now they said, that is bad. It's bad for you because all forms of sugar are bad, all forms of carbohydrates are bad. But you know what? We have that replacement here. So buy our ketogenic bread that is made of egg whites. And in certain circumstances it can be healthy for you, it can be a better version. But for example, having a bread and a bread made of egg whites, that's not bread. No, it's simply not. And it's not the same thing. It's not as satisfying. You don't get the crunch. It has different texture and so on. But anyway, so you are being sold on something else and you think that you are being smart. You are just following the narrative there. Anyway, so this is just one way. So we have this dichotomy. Usually they put it like, this is good and this is bad. So we are the good, stay away from bad. We have Pepsi, Coca-Cola. We have, black, we have white. We have red, we have blue. Whatever. So they put it into this narrative. And what's happening is, when you put this narrative, people don't think that there can be anything else. They see only these two choices. So you are either high carb or high fat. You cannot be anything in between, or that's not what majority of people think, that there is something in between. And then they argue. Both of these industries are actually benefiting from that. And you are being stuck, because maybe you try high carb and it works for you for a certain amount of time, and then you get stuck. Then you try the other thing, which is like, let's say, high fat, ketogenic diet, and maybe you initially get some really great results with it. But you cannot keep it, and then you are back where you are started. Maybe even worse, which is not uncommon thing. So then you are just looking for between different things. Ahoj, Adriana. And you are just switching high fat, high carb, or maybe it's insulin, maybe it's the time that I eat, maybe it is, something else. And you are searching for this one particular thing to pinpoint, like, what is it that I can change in my diet? This keeps you stuck. So instead of really understanding the nutrition, this is what you are doing. Now the second biggest thing is here, the mindset actually, the way you think. You cannot think only following their narrative, because that's not a critical thinking. You are thinking the way they want you to think. I want you to think critically. Evaluate these things. Does it work for me? Okay, so let's see. Let's continue with this. Let's see how this works for me over a longer period of time. And if it stops working, then change it without any bad feelings. So for example, I started with veganism. Then I had a period when I ate some animal products. Not in a huge quantities, but I had one egg in 3-4 months. Did I stop being vegan? Did I change my diet? No, I had one egg. But there are people who would, stone me for that. You are not vegan because you ate that one egg. Okay. Anyway, back to the original idea. So they want you to being stuck. Because if you are stuck, then they can still continuously sell you products. Maybe now it's ketogenic products, then it is collagen supplement, then it is whatever, magnesium, a different form of magnesium, a different form of creatine. Jesus Christ. So that is much more expensive than the original thing that actually works. And the real problem, hi Danny, the real problem here is that is not addressed is the mindset as I was speaking. And that mindset is like, if you are emotional eater, they don't address this. They don't address your emotional eating. If something happens in your life and you cannot continue with your current diet, maybe with your meal plan, then these are the things that are not addressed, because the decisions, what you eat, comes from here. Of course, you feel hungry, you have that kind of cue that goes from stomach up here, but the final decision happens here, in your brain. So, if you are stuck, and if you are this person that is constantly looking for, like, how can I change? What else can I try? What kind of diet would finally work for me? There is a huge probability that you are keeping yourself stuck in that sense, that you are constantly looking for something new, a new approach, a better way, instead of just following the simple practices, the basics, practicing energy balance, practicing, distressing, lowering your stress, having good sleep, drinking enough water, eating predominantly food that is whole food made, so not ultra processed or heavily processed food. Then you also maybe restrict cookies or foods that you love because they don't fit your diet that you follow. Well, and that doesn't work long term, right? So you are not addressing all these emotional things besides following their narrative. So this is how actually the industry is keeping you stuck, by creating a false dichotomy, false arguments here, making you focus on these polar opposites without considering any other things. Your responsibility is not to follow the narrative now that you are aware of it, and then, make a better choice. I hope that this helped, that it made sense to you. Let me know down in the comments, and have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy.
I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and before you leave, it would be awesome if you could leave rating and a review on the platform or an application that you use for listening. It will help me greatly to bring new guests and discuss topics you are interested in. By the way, check the show notes for important links, maybe that we discussed during the episode and all the other, and subscribe to Health, Energy, and Performance newsletter, where I share at least one tip about nutrition, training, and mindset that will help you reach your health and fitness goals easily. I would also like to invite you to have a strategy call with me. During this 30 minutes call, we will first dive into your goals. I will get to know you, your lifestyle, and you will get a clear direction and know exactly what to do next to progress your training and maybe improve your eating habits. I started this as a personal challenge for my 30th birthday, and I fell in love with it. I really loved connecting with people and helping them solve their issues and problems during these strategic calls, so naturally I continue doing so. Mind you, this is not a sales call, but you must be ready to invest your energy and time to get the benefit. So check the show notes, sign up for the call, and I will be looking forward to hear from you.